What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Blake. I'm Jerome,
I'm Nick.
and Hess is MIA. We texted him, "Hey, you watch Better Call Saul?" We got crickets, so Hess isn't here today. Today we're talking about Better Call Saul season 4, episode 5. Quite a ride. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how surprised were you by the opening of this episode?
Like a 8.5 or something.
Yeah, we were both sitting there eating dinner, and we're like, "Wait a minute, what the fuck? This is Breaking Bad."
Yeah.
And I didn't want the scene to end.
No, I know.
Yeah, it was cool. It was him like playing stuff. Then he called for to get his vacuum cleaned or whatever.
Yeah.
That was really cool. I'm wondering if they're gonna
His
do.
vacuum cleaned.
Isn't that what it is?
It's a.
Oh, repaired.
Yeah.
Um, I wonder if they're gonna do more of those to like kind of shoehorn in some stuff for Saul that into Breaking Bad that they need for Saul. Because they didn't really do anything here, but I think this was kind of like they go, "Oh, we're gonna do this now."
I don't know. It was super cool. Like we both like sat up and we were like, "Hey, wait, what? Wait, have we seen this before? Like,
Yeah.
wait, what's going on?"
If they do more of that, that would be a really good way to, because like they keep saying they want to do flash forwards, but they love writing for Jimmy.
Yeah.
It'd be a good way for them to continue that and write that good and continue it, but then also show us the Saul that we all want.
Yeah. It's funny 'cause this is the most he's been in an episode.
Yeah, this is the most this season that he's been in it. This episode, like this whole season, felt the most like Better Call Saul than it has this season. This season's more felt like Better Call Nacho or something.
Yeah.
Or it's like because it's mostly about Nacho and Mike so far.
Yeah.
But
Although I have to admit, when they were showing Mike take that guy, the two guys to the
clothes washing place.
yeah, I mean that was pretty cool too.
That was really cool. The way like they transport them there too, so they don't know where it is. They
Yeah.
can't leave the property. They have to like build the basement there. Which
Yeah.
I never thought that I always thought it was just a
Already-
place and it already had the thing underneath or
yeah,
whatever.
me too.
Which it makes sense though, because then like if the DEA goes to that place like they did in Breaking Bad, they're like, oh, it's just there's nothing underneath here, so who cares?
Right.
So
Right.
that's really cool they did that, and
I like how they were the first guy's like, yeah, I can do it. And they're like, all right, we don't.
I think because he was super cocky and he's like, yeah. They wanted someone that's like, it's pretty impossible, but I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
They seem to kind of like the underdog kind of
Yeah.
people. Completely lost what I was gonna say.
How'd you like Howard this episode?
He was weird.
He seems like he's lost his mind. Like he's so.
Yeah.
Everybody is kind of like so.
Everybody's being ever since Chuck died. Everyone's been acting weird except for Saul, Jimmy, whatever.
Yeah.
But everyone's been acting
Well,
different.
And you'd say that he's. I mean, he's acting the same, but I think I got a feeling at some point he's just gonna blow up.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that moment. I don't know if it's gonna happen. Like me and Hess talked about that a couple weeks ago when you weren't on here about how we thought he was gonna blow up, but like it still hasn't happened yet, and
Yeah.
we're about halfway through the season.
Well, like this episode, didn't you? I felt bad for him. He finally he hustles and gets all the.
Yeah, and then those
Those-
kids just beat him up.
Now,
But I feel like that's only gonna motivate him more and to keep doing it though, because he did seem bummed out.
do you think that's gonna come back? Like, do you think we're gonna see those kids again?
I don't know.
Like, I could see him. Like, I mean, he knows where they were.
Yeah, I
It's
could
just
I
like
could
those
see it potentially.
skateboarders.
Yeah, like you mentioned the skateboarders potentially
Yeah.
coming back. I remember what I was gonna say earlier. You brought up a good point. How it's funny how when they're at when they're at the place to build the meth lab, they
Mhm.
don't mention at all what it is, but everybody watching the show does. But like if this break,
Oh, you mean
if
that
better,
we know what it is?
yeah. But like if you were a new viewer just to Better Call Saul, you'd never seen Breaking Bad, you'd be like, what's going on
Yeah.
here?
What are they building?
You like obviously it's like for their drug business, but like you wouldn't really, you'd have a little bit of an idea because they
Yeah.
mentioned the building the super lab last season and stuff. But it's very funny that they're just like, oh yeah, they know. There's no point in wasting time to say like, oh, we're building a meth super lab down here.
Right.
I didn't even think about that until you brought that up.
It's just cool how like, we're watching a show that just is taken for granted that you've already seen like everything
Yeah.
ahead of time.
Um.
I mean, it's also the only show that can have a flash forward into a different show, and like we get excited about.
Yeah,
it.
it's cool. It's a flash forward in this show, but then kind of a flash back.
Yeah, it's like so.
It's very odd, but I really, really hope they do more of those scenes with Saul, because that'd be
Yeah,
cool.
because when it first opened up and we saw that pillar, we were like, "Oh, is he gonna start his office?"
Yeah, I
But
thought he was
which
building
didn't make
it.
sense because it's like too soon.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was just a flash forward to that, and
Yeah.
but then I guess it is a flash forward still. But then that was so unexpected.
Yeah.
So what do you think's going on with Kim?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it seems like she wants to get fired from Mesa Verde,
It seems like it's too big for
but then
her.
she almost kind of had the opportunity to get fired,
and then
and then
says,
she's
"Oh,
like,
I
oh
don't
no,
want
won't
to
happen again. Yeah, yeah. It's very. It actually has me interested in her though, because normally I could care less about her.
I kind of care less about the people like she helped the guy and she helped the kid and then the girl. Like I kind of care less about that,
Yeah,
but it's got to mean something or it wouldn't be in there. So like
she's almost kind of being like from the first couple seasons, being like a girl Saul, like finding these people that are in trouble and desperate and helping them out.
yeah.
But she has another job and Saul didn't, so it's very weird.
It's almost because she feels guilty for Jimmy, so she's helping other people. I don't know.
Yeah, she feels it. Oh, it might be honest with me a little bit. She feels kind of guilty about that, so she's doing what his job used to be. Like she's doing what he did all the time, but to make up for since he's not there and can't get the people off, it's like she has to do it now.
Yeah, but like I mean that's not. I mean that's. I don't know. He was just doing it for the money, though. He wasn't doing it to help.
Wait,
people.
he wasn't doing it for the love of people.
Yeah, he's doing it for the $700 a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I don't. So far, I'm really liking this season.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
great.
I really like last. I think last season was my favorite so far. But this season feels like the most different,
yeah.
and I really like it.
Yeah, well, I like.
And I have like no idea really where it's going either.
No, and I like how last week it was, it really felt like Breaking Bad last week.
Yeah.
With the Salamanca cousins and like a shootout and.
At the end, Mike talking to Gus, and he's
Yeah.
like, "You want to talk, building the plan and all that."
Yeah. And then in this episode, it was just all about Jimmy, really.
Yeah, I really like. They do use a lot of time in Breaking Bad and in Saul. The little montage of him
yeah.
like selling the phones. It's almost like
Yeah.
it's a drug deal, like with Jesse and stuff.
Yeah.
Their montages, like with the music they choose and the camera angles, could be like some of my favorite things in like TV.
Oh, for sure. Like in this and Breaking Bad, it's like the one of the best parts.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So, what else really happened that we haven't brought up?
Well, we briefly talked about Howard and how he's lost his mind.
Yeah, he's only in one scene. He's kind of barely been in it this season.
Yeah, he's barely been in, but like he looked like he wasn't gonna make it. Like he looks like
Yeah,
a
it's funny too.
disaster.
Even Saul offered him a shrink. He's like, "Oh, I see a shrink 2 times a week," and he's like, "Does that help?" He's like, "Oh yeah, extremely." But he seemed weird, and it was weird too because he started opening up to Saul, and he's like, "Oh, I've said too much."
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't know where that's going.
Yeah, it's gotta be. I'm wondering if, cause like, I know we always bring up, oh, these characters aren't Breaking Bad, they must die. But like, I wonder if it's gonna lead to him being like suicidal or something and like offing himself because he feels like he caused Chuck to kill himself. Maybe.
Yeah, and then maybe Jimmy will feel bad if he had 2 people commit suicide.
I doubt. I don't think he'll feel bad if Howard killed himself. I mean, he might be sad for him, but I
The
don't
sad
think.
thing is that Howard wasn't really that bad of a guy.
Yeah, no. Like he's always been
They
like
portrayed him as a bad guy in the
he was
beginning.
just
of the first
he was just a
episode.
business guy, and like some stuff happened that he had to do for business.
And he
but
backed Chuck way too much. But I mean that was
yeah, but that was also because like Chuck was like his best friend.
yeah,
So it's just a thing you do.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm interested to see what's going on with him and Kim because they're acting so weird.
The only thing I didn't like about this episode is that Nacho wasn't in it.
Yeah, I know. I kept waiting to like see because at last we saw him, he was at his dad's house, right? Like he's like, "Hey, can I sleep here?" And then that was it.
Yeah,
I'm assuming he'll be in it again next week, but
yeah.
I don't know. The next one looked interesting. We saw Ding Ding in the hospital still. Looked like
Hector,
someone was coming at him with a bat, which I mean we know he makes that, but they could have edited that to look like that too.
Yeah, there's been no big bad that you promised me.
Yeah, they said Lalo's gonna be in it. I bet he comes up like in the finale or like second to last episode, and then that sets up
Maybe.
next season going
Maybe.
on. Yeah, I really like Saul, but still, like nothing seems to happen. And then at the end of every episode, I'm like, oh, I just want to keep watching it. It's weird how nothing can happen, but yet a lot of stuff can happen too at the same time in it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's just slow. It's just like a slow pace.
Yeah, and
that,
it's really because like a lot of times shows being slow, like episode 5 still being slow, would be annoying. But in
yeah.
this case, I really like it. Like it's not a bad thing on the show for it being slow.
No, it's just
enjoyable.
Yeah, I mean they're just setting everything up, and then when stuff does happen, you lose your damn mind.
Yeah.
It's just like the beginning. I mean they just teased us with some Breaking Bad.
Yeah, no, really, that's all I gotta do every week. It could be a bad episode, but if they put a little Breaking Bad in the beginning, everybody will lose their minds and love it.
But and that's the thing is they're not having bad episodes, so it's
Yeah.
even better.
Makes it even better, yeah. But I think we really, because like we said, not a lot happened. I mean, there really was only Saul selling the phones, Mike getting ready for the super lab, and
Yeah.
then Kim lawyering about. They didn't really get.
Loiling about.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's what you did.
Yeah.
But all right, so thanks for watching our Saul review. Comment down below your thoughts on the episode. Maybe what you think. Actually, before we end it here, I wanted to ask you, what do you think that Breaking Bad Better Call Saul scene meant? Because we saw him like he's called the Hoover Max thing, but what do you think that?
Well, maybe
Like, they don't put scenes in their show for nothing. Like, it wasn't just like, oh look, it's
maybe
Saul.
they're gonna show how he gets to Omaha.
And like it'll lead to him applying for a job at
Cinnabon?
Cinnabon or whatever.
Maybe.
Comment. That's what I was gonna say next. So comment down below what you think that scene meant and what you think is going on with Kim. Just your thoughts on the episode in general. Like and subscribe. See you guys next Monday for Better Call Saul.